Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today, let's talk about mods. Specifically, let's talk about the mods that I'm using in Valheim. Recently, on Sunday, I managed to get my mod manager working in Linux, uh, and the one that I'm using for Valheim is R2 Modman. Now, there were a few issues at first when I started using this, but I did manage to get them all worked out, and I have it working now. And so here are the mods that I'm currently using in Valheim. Some of these I've used before, some of these are new to me. And as you can see right here, I have 21 of them. Uh, the top four here are necessary for all the rest to work. So don't really count those four. Uh, we've got the Beppen X-Pack Valheim by Denixon. That one you have to have. Uh, and then I've got the official Beppen X Configuration Manager by Azumat, which complements that one for all of these working, as well as Jotun by Valheim Modding and YAML.net. Uh, so this one, if you're making mods for this game, you need this one, although it does help. Some of these mods do rely on that in order to work, and also YAML.net. So let's get into the mods that I am using in the game right now. All of these are quality of life mods. There's nothing really game breaking in here. Um, Most of these are just little tweaks here and there to help me along in the game and just organize things the way I like them. Uh, so the very first one here is VNEI. So Valheim Not Enough Items. It displays a list when you when you open up your inventory and when you look at your crafting station. You'll notice an extra menu in there that says VNEI, and you can click on that one and it'll show you all the items in the game that you can make and what items you need in order to make that thing. Uh, and that's all that thing is there for. You can't click on anything in there and just make the item. It just shows you the recipe for it. Better smelting. Enhance your Valheim smelting experience with configurable ore, fuel capacities, smelting speed, and blast furnace functionality. I really like this one because uh, it's because of this, the ore and fuel capacities. I can adjust those, and I have. My smelter at the moment, I can drop 50 coal into that thing and 20 ore, and just wander off and do whatever I'm doing in the world and come back. And most of the time, it's done by the time I get back. Going along with that, one down here, uh, Azu Auto Store. This mod pulls nearby items from the ground into containers. So everything that my smelter and my charcoal kiln kick out onto the ground, this one picks it up off the ground, puts it in one of my crates. As long as I have one item or one piece of that item in one of the crates, it will pick them up and put them in that crate for me. And of course, beside that, there's Azu Crafty boxes. So this one allows me when I'm at my workbench or my forge or whichever of the workstations I've got set up, uh, I don't have to run over to my crates and grab the items that I need in order to make something. This allows me to pull items from my crates uh, automatically to build the items, so I don't have to keep running back and forth to build stuff. the Build Camera Custom Hammers Edition by Azamat. It adds a build camera to your hammer, either vanilla or custom hammers. I only have a vanilla one in here. I haven't downloaded any custom hammers. But this one, basically, when you're going to build, your camera's always looking just over to the shoulder of your character, and a lot of the times it's really hard to get the angle that you need when you're building to try and line things up. This allows you to bring your character in and just kind of stand them off to the side a little bit, as long as they're within the build area. And then you just push B and it unlocks your camera, and then your camera can move around to whatever angle within the build area that you want. And you can actually get a good view of what you're doing in there. I've used this one before, and I'm definitely going to use it again because it's a great mod. Extra slots by Shudnal. More inventory slots dedicated for equipment, food, ammo, and miscellaneous items. Extra utility slots, quick slots, custom slots API, player inventory size. Um, I will admit I have extended my inventory in my backpack using this, but the other little extra things in there, like your inventory's here and it adds another little window here where your armor and your arrows and your food all go over there so that they're not taking up space in your inventory. And it's a really great help. I like that one. Hip lantern. Craftable little lantern on your hip to cast away the darkness. So instead of carrying a torch, you now have a little lantern on your hip that radiates light for you. And that way you can still equip a shield and a sword or an axe, and have stuff in both hands without having a torch in one and then, a sword in the other. Because then how are you going to defend yourself? Stamina extended. This is a new one for me. Control various stamina aspects, linear regeneration, rate change, more regen from extra stamina, encumbered swim, sneaking tweaks. I have it installed. I haven't made any tweaks to it yet. So I'm not sure how much it will affect things, but we'll see how it goes. Time torches stay lit by Tasty Chicken Legs. The updated Bog Witch. Put your torches on timers and keep them lit. Very helpful. Mist Begone by Azamat. A simple plugin that removes the mist from mistlands globally everywhere. It'll control anything that uses the vanilla mist components to generate mist. So basically, it just turns off the mist everywhere. So when I do finally get to the Mistlands, I'll actually be able to see where I'm going and what I'm doing in there. And also the early morning mist that you get a lot of times. You'll be out sailing somewhere or you go to sleep, you get up and everything's all misty. Yeah, just takes it away. No food degradation. Removes the food degradation. Food will always give you full health, full stamina, and full iter. Which is fantastic. Uh, so as your stamina and that comes, or as the food times down, usually you lose some of your stamina along with it as the timer gets lower. This, your stamina stays at full until it actually does run out. Recycle and Reclaim by Azamat. As you can tell, I like a lot of Azamat's mods on here. Great mod builder. A mod that allows you to recycle items back into resources used to make them. So all of the so as you progress through the game and you've got, say, a stone axe, and then you've got a flint axe, and then you move to bronze, and then you move to iron, all those other ones, instead of just throwing them away, excuse me, and getting nothing for it, Uh, with this, you can actually just recycle it and you get back the material, some of the materials that you used making it. So, a lot of talking. Throat's very dry. Fear me. Gear up, become feared. Basically, as your character levels up and gains more abilities and more strength and everything, certain creatures like the neck and the boar and all those guys, as your level goes up, they start to avoid you. So they might the Greylings might come running towards you, but when they get close, they realize, no, don't want to mess with this guy, and they turn around and they run. The bigger ones like trolls and stuff like that, probably not so much. Um, I have yet to test this one out. Spearfishing, a new one by Corpus. Catch fish with projectile weapons such as spear, harpoon, and bow, especially the harpoon, because you can throw your harpoon and spear that fish, and then it'll just automatically bring it back to you and put it in your inventory. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that one out. Unlimited fuel. Eliminates the need to constantly refuel your torches, fireplaces, forges, ovens, hot tubs, and shields. So, yeah, I no longer have to put fuel in my forge or anything like that because it's always full. Stays lit. Gotta love it. Fascinating carry weight. Now your carry weight increases with respect to your skill levels. You can modify additional multipliers and skills enable or disable state. So as you're running, jumping, and a couple other skills go up in level, your carry weight goes up as well. So if you really work at it, running around, jumping, and chopping down trees and fighting and all that, uh, by the time you go to get the belt from the trader, your carry weight is almost up to what the belt would normally be. So this will just bring it that much higher. And last but not least, my little UI. Bunch of little UI tweaks, tooltips for production timers, player status items, custom chest names, buff list, multicraft, weather forecast, and so on. Uh, it also adds so up in the corner where your mini map is, it'll show you what time of the day it is, uh, how much time you've been in there, and it gives you a weather forecast showing you which direction the wind is going to be blowing and how long it's going to be before it starts raining again. So you've got a little bit of warning there for the weather. But let's jump in here and I'll show you exactly what some of these mods do. Can't show you all of them. That would take too long. But I can at least show you some of them around my base, and I can show you what I've done to my base and places I've been. So let's get in here. Let's go into the modifiers because I changed something in here, and we'll just turn that off. I turned on passive mode because I went to the plains, lost my gear, and had to go get it back. So as you can see, I've been busy. I've got a copper helmet, but then I've got troll pants, shirt, and a cape. Um, so yeah, I've been working on those trolls over there, one or two trolls over there, and then one or two trolls somewhere else. So yeah, do you see that? Coal popped out, disappeared. It's now in that chest, and now that piece has popped out of my smelter, and it's going to go away into a chest inside there. So if you take a look in here, I've got 6 coal in here, even though I don't need it for my smelter. My smelter coal capacity is now 50, and then the ore side is 20. So we've got the charcoal kiln, the smelter, and I've got a cauldron set up out here. And night is falling. Huh. So my house used to sit right here where these 3 portals are. This is the first portal I made. This one, I called it home, and it actually connects to a spot just up there. This one is to the swamp, and this one goes to the plains, or at least an area just outside of it. I do have a boat built down there, right beside my little dock. I've moved my fire over here because my bed is now right there, upstairs. So I took my house apart and I moved all my stuff upstairs here just to kind of bring everything together in one building. Down here, we've got a forge cooler and anvils. Those are the upgrades for my forge. And then we've got a tanning rack, an adze, and a chopping block, which are the upgrades for my workbench. So I've got a torch here, torch over there. I filled in the rest of these chests along here, and I put up some signs up here. So these first 4 chests are for wood, the next 4 are building materials, and then metal, and then stone. The 3 underneath the stairs here, this one has raw meat, this one has cooked meat, this one has fish. And then over here, we've got strawberries, blueberries, mushrooms, and all that. Torches in there, nothing there, nothing there. And then I've got all the old tools in here, as well as I've got more arrows in there. And there's a torch in there. Why are you there? You should be here. There. And then I continued over here with more weapons. Because currently I have a level 3 hammer, level 1 bronze sword, level 3 bronze axe, level 2 bronze pickaxe, a level 4 fine wood bow, and a level 1 bronze atgear and a wood shield. So, geared pretty decently. I put a banner right here. There's my fire with the 2 cooking stations on it. And if I stand right over here, you'll notice I get a comfort level of 9. So, right up here, underneath my mini map, it shows that there's fire, I'm sheltered, I've got a comfort level of 9, which gives me a 16-minute rested buff. And then just above that, you've got the wind speeds that are coming, as well as how long it's going to be to rain, and then we've got day 70 and 2130 just above that to show you what time of the day it is. So yeah, it is getting dark outside. Ah, the moon is up. Don't know what constellations those are, but hey, this is the afterlife. Now, if we go upstairs, I have a banner right there. I've got a chest here that was holding old armor. I used up that armor trying to get this armor back. I put a torch right here. This chest over here holds all the valuables. So we've got amber rubies, coins, amber pearls, and I've got 2 silver necklaces that I found. And then I've got my bed, table, a couple of chairs, a torch over there, a wolf rug, and a deer rug. So let's just hop into bed here. Because, you know, our guy has to sleep. And our smelter has finally worked through everything that it had in it. Hmm. My torches went out. Why did my torches go out? Is it because it's daytime? Why? Hello? Uh-oh. I think something broke. Nope, that's full. Hmm. Okay, well, let's throw 20 copper into this. There we go. She fires right back up. That fire is still going. The other fire in here is going, but for some reason my sconces have gone out. And I don't know why. I'm going to have to look into that and find out. I don't know if it's because the sun came up or what, but yeah, kind of weird. They should stay lit all the time. So instead of jumping in my boat and sailing way over there, we're going to jump through a portal. And I'm going to show you the places that I've been. So we'll take a look at it on the map here. There I am. There's my starting point. Ixir was there. There's a couple of copper nodes over here. A couple up here. A couple of trolls that I took care of one or two of them. And then we've got copper nodes down here. So I sailed south and I came to this spot, and there's a mountain right here. So I put a portal right there because there was a little house and a boat, or a longboat cairn right there, and that's where I got one of the silver necklaces. From there, I went further down the coast and I found the swamp back here. So I put a portal right there. And then further down the coast again, I found the plains right here. So I went next door into the meadows, not too far away, just basically across the border right there. And I put a portal right there. So let's hop through this one, which takes us to the mountain. I need to rename that one. But in order to do that, I'm going to have to take my boat with me and bring my boat here. And then rename this portal, hop in my boat and go back home and then rename that portal. So in the standing stones here, I figured I'd put my portal right beside the water. Seemed like a nice area. Oh, look, a grayling. Now, over here, we have that little house that I found. And I fixed it all up. And inside, I put a little workbench, a couple of chests, and we've got a campfire. And then right over here is the longboat barrow that I found. And I need to eat something. Okay. Let's eat that because my stamina is just terrible. And so right up here at the prow, I dug in a little hole here and I found this chest. Now I put a couple of things in here, but I took out of there some coins and also a silver necklace that was in there. So yeah, the boar doesn't feel like playing right now. The mountain is right there. It's not a fun place to go. I have killed one wolf up there so far, but it took me 3 or 4 tries to get that done. Those guys are tough. One hit, I was dead. Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna need to gear up a little more. I'm gonna have to go visit the swamp before I go visit the mountain again, because I need better gear. Alright, so back home. Let's go to the swamp, which is basically on the other side of the mountain from the portal we were just at. Now, from here, I do have a workbench sitting there. Hello, boar. How are you? Could you please not wreck my workbench? Not very nice of you. So there's the swamp right there, and there's the ocean out there. There's a troll over there. Yeah. Uh, so, oops, really? I obviously need to build something here uh, to protect my little portal because these guys are just going to constantly come by and be banging on my portal and my workbench here. The deer, I'm not so worried about, but the neck and the boars, they will come by and attack it. And if my troll over there wanders over this way, he'll attack those too. So, yeah, I need to get in there and get some metal, but I got to get something built around here. And I've been working on that. I have been back home there collecting a whole lot of wood. So I've got materials. I just need to bring them with me and start building something or just chopping down trees where I am there at the swamp and building. I think I want to. Eventually, I want to get my axe up to level 4 before I go wandering in there. I also want to level up my sword. So, this one is the plains. This should be interesting. Let's head in there and see how long it takes for me to die. Because there's the plains right there. Like I, not kidding, literally just across the border over here in the meadows. So I'm thinking around this area here. I'm probably going to build something there. I don't want to build anything in the plains itself yet. Uh, just because a lot like the wolves, uh, the guys wandering around here, uh, will one hit you. So there is a raft, two rafts, and a boat sitting there because I came back here several times to try and get my gear, which was sitting right about where that guy is. And a death mosquito took me down twice. And then a couple of the guys that live around here, they took me down once or twice. And that's why I turned on the passive enemies just so I could get back here to get my stuff. But now I've got that turned off. So that's why I don't want to go in there right now because the locks will attack me. A death mosquito will probably attack me very quick. And then, of course, all the other guys in there. Yeah, they're not too friendly. So, nothing in that chest because I've emptied that one. There's nothing in that little building there. But I definitely want to build something just on the other side of my portal over here. So I put the portal right next to a rune stone because it seems like a good spot to put stuff. And I'm like, yeah, where'd you build it? Oh, next to the rune stone in the meadow over there. Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha. Easy to find, and it's a nice spot over here. I'm thinking right about here. Yeah, might level out a bit of ground right here and build something here. One thing that I do need to do. Oh, there's a house over there. Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's a house over there. There is a Draugr village right over there in the meadows here. Um, the only way I'm going to take on any Draugrs is if I'm using my fire arrows and from a distance. Because again, pretty much one hit and I'm done. So let's go back home. We're back. Okay. So, you saw what the one mod does, picking stuff off the ground, putting it into chests. Um, let's go over here to my forge. I do have a bunch of bronze made. Let's fix some of my stuff. Let's make a couple more because I got a ton of copper and a ton of tin right now. I've been doing a lot of digging. So I want to get my axe, oops, up to level 4. So looking in the menu here, you've got craft, upgrade, and VNEI. And then here's everything that you can build in the game. And, you know, depending on what you want to build, like say the Serpent Scale Shield. Well, you need 10 fine wood, 4 iron, and 8 serpent scales in order to make it. And then these are what you need in order to upgrade it to level 2 and level 3. So, very, very helpful. But I want to go into the upgrade and my bronze axe. I need 12 bronze and 3 leather scraps to upgrade that to level 4. Do I not have enough bronze? Doesn't seem like I do. So let's just craft a whole bunch of it. And now I can upgrade it. Okay. No, I cannot. I don't think I've got enough leather scraps. Do I? I've got 14. What are you talking about? I've got enough bronze, that's for sure. I've got 21 bronze. Oh, right. I still need to make one more upgrade station for this thing to make it level 4. That's why. Okay, well, we can upgrade the pickaxe. It is currently level 2, so we can make it a level 3. And let's do that. Alright, so now we do 50 knockback, 3 times backstabbage. It uses 8 stamina, and we've upgraded it to 35. Nice. Oh, no, 40 is the pierce damage. Right. Okay. Oh, no, it's 35. The next upgrade brings it to 40. That's right. Okay. Well, my at gear is level 1. My sword is level 1. The at gear is pretty good. Currently does 45 damage. If I upgrade it, it'll go to 51. And then my sword, I need wood and bronze and leather scraps for that. Let's upgrade that. It's now a level 2. Let's make it a level 3. Okay, we've got 13 leather scraps left. We're getting low on bronze, though. That's never a good thing. Hip lantern. I want a hip lantern. Okay. I've definitely got enough stuff to make a hip lantern. Let's make one. Nice. I now have a hip lantern. Where can I put you? I cannot put you there, and I cannot put you there. Well. I don't see my hip lantern anywhere. Okay. Put you there. And let's try that. Number 8, equipping hip lantern. Aw, isn't it cute? So now, not bad. Decent little light source. I like it. Does pretty good. Lights up a decent area. Okay. So unequip the hip lantern. Alright. Well. Oh. something else I've been working on over here is my garden. Currently, I have one garden bed made, and the garden beds are going to go up that way to around there, and then they're going to turn and go up the valley that way. And at that end, I have a pine tree. Now, keep in mind, we are in the meadows. Pine trees grow in the dark forest. So, yeah, I've been cutting down a whole bunch of pine trees in order to get fine wood and regular wood to bring back. Uh, and I've been collecting the seeds from them right here. So I've got one fir, 7 pine, 105 beech seeds, got a lot of them, 6 birch, and 7 oak. So, yeah, I'm going to plant pine trees all along here and then up that way because they don't normally grow in the meadows. So, I want to plant them over here. In this chest, I've got my hoe and my cultivator for planting. Normally, in this second chest here, I would have seeds to grow. But for some reason, they're over there in one of those chests right now. I've got a whole bunch of carrot seeds. So I need to bring them back over there and start planting some of those because I need a third food group here. I have cloudberries that I got from the plains, but I need to make more carrots because carrots are really good. Actually, I need to go harvest some of these carrots I've got here. So let's get you. And oh, okay. I didn't think that one. Didn't think that one was ready yet, but apparently it is. There we go. I now have 40 carrots. Nice. That's gonna keep me going for a little while. So those 3 things that I'm carrying for food right now, I've got deer meat, which gives me 35 health and 12 stamina. But then carrots give me 10 health, 32 stamina, and then cloudberries, 13 health, 40 stamina. So that gets me up to 73 health and 111 stamina, which is pretty good. You can run for a while on that. But that is everything I've got in here right now. All the mods I'm using and the progress I've made. This, of course, will change as time goes on. Um, these guys out here, my charcoal kiln and my forge and all that, will be moving into a different area. The house is going to change because I have some ideas for how I want all my storage and all my workstations and everything set up. And so, okay. So they are timed to when the sun goes up and down. Okay. Well, that's awesome. Uh, I was not aware of that feature with that one mod. So those go out during the day and then they come back on at night, and I'm standing in the rain. Kind of like I was today at work. It's been a rather cold, wet day here. Never any fun. Let's fix our hammer. Oh yeah. The health bars for all my equipment are now green. That's something that has changed in here. But yeah, uh, that's where I'm at the moment. I am going to run around in here, play a bit more, gather a few more things. Um, Now, one of the main reasons that I actually use mods so much in this game is because I play this game solo. Uh, I don't play this game with a bunch of friends or anything, so that's why I put these things in here just to make my life in the game just a tiny bit easier because I'm running around by myself in here. So I don't really consider these mods that I'm using to be cheating. Uh, More, the quality of life thing, just making little tweaks here and there just to make my life a little easier in the game. But I think that's about all I've got for now. I'm going to get out of here and get some stuff done here, and I will be back later on. So, until next time, I'll catch you later.